am on Mikhailivska Square, next to Mikhailivsky Monastery. It's over there, and also on Mikhailivska Square is exhibition of Russian burned vehicles that were destroyed during first stage of Russian invasion in February and March 2022. And just several days ago we marked the fourth anniversary of Russian full-scale invasion. And if you interested in life in Ukraine during the war, so please stay with me and watch my stream. Okay, today is very nice sunny weather in Kyiv, and cold winter is already behind us. But we don't know what is coming. Spring and winter has in store for us. Because of the war is in its full swing yet. I cannot see viewers at the moment, but I think in several minutes I will have maybe. Sometimes I have up to 200 viewers, but I don't know about today because of attention of many people of our planet stuck with events in Iran, Tehran, and other countries at Middle East. Okay, I'll be waiting for my viewers, and I willingly discuss with you the situation in Ukraine, in Kyiv, and around Ukraine, in our world. This is Mikhailivska Square in front of Mikhailivsky Monastery, and on distance you can see Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. Despite of sunny day, there are not much people here. In Kyiv it's a quarter to 4 p.m. Where are you from and what is time at your place? Please message me. It is just my curiosity. I don't care, but I wanna choose time when it is more convenient for my viewers. That's why I'm asking. I'm new in this activity, I mean streaming, and it is important for me to know what time to start my streams. Hello from Kyiv, guys. The capital of Ukraine, Kyiv city. The weather is nice, as you can see, and at last winter finished. Last winter was the coldest winter I remember. Okay, guys, hello from Kyiv. My name is Sergey, and I am on Mikhailivska Square in the city center of Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. And if you want to know the latest news from Ukraine and around Ukraine, so please ask me questions. And without questions, if you have no questions, I wanted to show you how we live here during this scaly war. And on Mikhailivska Square is an open-air exhibition of Russian vehicles that were destroyed during first Russian full-scale invasion. I stress that namely full-scale invasion, because of invasion Russia to Ukraine started 12 years ago. I am from eastern part of Ukraine, from Donetsk, and everything happened in front of my eyes. I was fly on the floor, on a wall, and war for me began 12 years ago, to be more precise 11.5 years ago, because of I saw my house in the last time in July of 2014. In front of us Mikhailivsky monastery, and also Russian vehicles that were brought here from different parts of Ukraine, and this exhibition was inaugurated in May of 2022. Please don't hesitate, ask me questions about Ukraine, about Kyiv. Before Russian invasion to Ukraine, I lived in Donetsk. It is unofficial capital, industrial capital of Ukraine, in the east of Ukraine, and now my home is under Russian occupation. Screw Putin. Agree with you, my friends. I am from Kyiv. I am waiting for more viewers, and now I am on Mikhailivska Square. It is not very city center, but central part of Kyiv. As you can see, there are some snow on the floor, because of last winter was very snowy. And today temperature is nearly 10 above zero, but just 3 weeks ago temperature in Kyiv was as low as 22 below zero, and Russia uses everything, language, history, weather as a weapon. So they tried to immerse Ukrainians into darkness and cold, because of they tried to destroy our energy system, and partly they succeeded. Let's turn to God's, explain the whole Bible. God's bless. In Ukraine, our main religion is Christianity, Orthodox Christianity, and I'm not against of any kinds of religion, and our government does the same. In Ukraine there are a lot of different religions, and Catholic religion, Orthodox religion, and Muslim religion, and different branches of Christianity. So I'm not against it, but I'm rather agnostic. Hello 8571, and hello everyone who is on my channel. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I am resident of Kyiv, and now we are on Mikhailivska Square, and please stay with me, and I'll show you how we live here. And if you want, you can ask me any questions about modern Ukraine, about this war, and about events around Ukraine, and so on. So please, I will give you answer if I can. I cannot reply to to trolls, because of I expect a lot of trolls here on my channel, and in 100% they message some offensive or just crazy comments, so it is a undignified thing to reply them, because of many of them just send message Slava России, and Ukraine is part of Russia. I cannot comment this. It is shit. How cold is it now? It is about 10, about 0. And in the night temperature drops. It's as low as 0, maybe -1, -2. But I am happy that winds are finished already, because of last winter was very terrible. It was coldest winter ever I can remember. In any way, when I was adult boy. Now I'm adult boy. I'm in my mid 60s, and I really don't remember such cold temperature as it was last winter. Yes, no trolls. At present there are no trolls, but I expect more trolls here on my stream. But I'm not going to delete them, block them, because of sometimes they help me to debunk Russian propaganda. Because of Russian propaganda is well, this word, I forgot this word. So it presents everywhere in the world, and sometimes people underestimate Russian propaganda, because of I know what propaganda is, because of I was born in Soviet Union, and I was under influence of Soviet propaganda more than 30 years ago. But I was one of the millions, dozens of millions of Soviet people, and I was sure that Soviet Union, surrounded with hostile countries, those wants to destroy Soviet Union, and so on and like, because of base of Soviet Union was propaganda. It was pervasive propaganda, and in times of Soviet Union we had tons of different magazines and papers, and all sources of information were around from Moscow. Ukraine is not a real country. Oh, yeah. Ukraine is not a real country yet. Hello, my dear troll. That's memorial for Ukraine. No, it is memorial to died Russian soldiers. I suppose that in Russia there are not memorials like in Kyiv, and a bit later I'll show you the flag memorial on the central square of Kyiv on Maidan, and I'm sure that there are not memorials like that in Russia, because of it is crazy war, and they don't know what for. They killed 1.5 million of Russian people. We defend our home. And what Russians do here, they can't really explain and tell. They can just say that just some mottos, some crazy words. Slava России. What for? Slava, it is glory to Russia. But they cannot explain what for. Glory to Russia. Because of Russia, maybe 15 years ago, Russia was if not respectable, but welcomed country in most of countries of the world. But now Russia is an outcast country. Blue skies, very nice. Greeting from Australia. Hello, Australia. By the way, this bus was donated to Ukraine from New Zealand, and I know the person who brought it here in person. Thank you for your support, dear citizens of Australia and New Zealand. And please don't believe Russian propaganda. Don't believe, because of Russian propaganda penetrated in all corners of our world. And you obviously know, maybe you don't know, Minister of Propaganda of Nazi Germany, Joseph Goebbels, and his tactics or maybe strategy was 60% of truth and 40% of some rubbish, some propaganda. And nowadays, Russia, Putin and Russia tells 100% of propaganda. So this propaganda is easily can be debunked, though, but it's only for people who wanna listen and see the world around them, but not Russian propaganda. They need to go to their own home and of Russia and leave Ukraine. Absolutely agree with you. You cannot put it better, because of Russia is a huge country with practically an unlimited number of natural resources, and Russia is 28 times bigger than Ukraine, and so what they do here, they don't know. Maybe they believe, they just repeat Russian propaganda that Ukraine is part of Russia, and in Ukraine are some nationalists. So, excuse me, just listen to bells of Mikhailivsky Monastery. Just now we heard bells of Mikhailivsky Monastery, and now it is 4 p.m. in Ukraine and in Kyiv also. Yes, that's all. 4 p.m. exactly in Kyiv and in Ukraine. Did you know that Ukraine has unified time and 2 and 4 p.m. in any place, in every place of Ukraine? And did you know that Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe? It covers 603,000 square kilometers, and it is 1,300 kilometers long and 900 kilometers wide. So, fracture in bell detected. Thank you. I will tell the abbey of this monastery. Maybe you are right. I am not expert in church bells, and I know just a little bit about weaponry, about these vehicles on Mikhailivska Square. And if you want to know, I can give you some information about these vehicles. These vehicles were destroyed. Russian vehicles were destroyed during first stage of Russian invasion, and I'm just stressing that during first stage of full-scale invasion 4 years ago, because of war against of Ukraine. Russia started in 2014. I know this very well because of everything happened before my eyes. I am a former resident of Donetsk, which is an eastern part of Ukraine, and Russia invaded Ukraine under false pretext. And so now it is undignified thing to listen to Russian information that is from Russia, from Moscow, because of they tell 100% of nonsense. And for example, they started their invasion under pretext of protecting Russian-speaking people in Donbas. By the way, Donbas, it is coal deposits area in the eastern part of Ukraine. And first thing what Russian did after their occupation, it is destruction of all industrial infrastructure and housing of people. And I know a lot about mining industry in Donetsk because of my first profession, my first occupation was mining. I was mining engineer, and the last place I worked at was on the depth 1.5 kilometers. And before the Russian invasion, just in Donetsk, in the big city that was home for 1 million residents, there were 20 big state-run mines and tons of a lot of smaller private mines. And they now, you can guess it, but now in Donetsk zero mines are active because of they destroyed everything. So it was first and main Russian fake, because of they invaded Ukraine in order to protect Russian-speaking people. And I was born in predominantly Russian-speaking area, and I traveled a lot across Ukraine, to say nothing about other countries, but never I encountered some bad attitudes to me for my language. But now, after Russian invasion, I willingly switched to English and Ukrainian. I graduated from technical university, and also in school we spoke Russian, and even in kindergarten, everywhere Russian language was predominant. But now many Ukrainians, Russian-speaking Ukrainians, switched to Ukrainian language because we feel unconfident when we hear some Russian language. Don't fight together. Russians are your cousins. We are not going. Jesus, yes, peace. Quite agree with you. But Russia doesn't want to stop this war. How, if you tell me how to do it, how to stop this war, just tell me if you are not trolls. We don't know. We don't want to fight. And Ukraine is 100% peaceful country, and Russia invaded Ukraine. Not Ukraine invaded to Russia. So peace is very good word, but just now I show you more important word for us. It is freedom. We need freedom. And Ukraine is an independent country, and we chosen freedom. But Russia and Russian residents have chosen uh, Soviet Union. They want to reconstitute Soviet Union, the very terrible country. When Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, I was quite old, quite adult boy already, and I remember everything in the Soviet Union. I remember, clearly remember all details of living in Soviet Union, so I don't want anymore to live in Soviet Union. And did you know that in times of Soviet Union, everything, literally everything more or less worthy, was in shortage? And my father was a mining engineer, and he had not bad salary for a Soviet man. He had money to buy a car, but it was possible. But even having money, my father was in waiting list for about 10 years to buy Lada. And Russians, they know about it, but they keep their lips sealed about terrible life in Soviet Union. Why you put snake in your house? Russia does not want snake in their backyard. You destabilize your houses. It is one more troll on my stream. I welcome everyone, but I try not to comment trolls' words, because of there is not some reason in their words. Well, guys, in front of me is Russian tank T-90A. It has caliber 125 millimeters. This tank designed in Soviet times, but it's now it is modern tank. It's because of it undergone a lot of modifications, and as you know, at modern front line we use a lot of drones and any armor is not obstacle for them to be destroyed. No American base anywhere, my brother. So we never had American base in Ukraine, but Russia had. So Russia had base. I don't remember the city, but in Russia had American base. And in front of me is quite outdated infantry fighting vehicle, BMP-2. It's equipped with an automatic gun, 30 millimeters caliber. You can see it there. But during first stage of Russian invasion, we used the same, nearly the same weaponry as Russia used, because of Russia and Ukraine were part of the same country, Soviet Union, and we had very similar armored vehicles. Love, life, and happiness with neighbor and everyone. Yeah, love life. And can you go inside of this one? I can physically, but I don't want, because it is too dirty inside. And if you want, I'll show you this infantry fighting vehicles from inside. As you can see, it was destroyed by explosion from inside. What triggered this explosion of ammunition, I don't know, because there are a lot of holes here. You can see one of them here. Maybe some small projectile went through this hole, and it was trigger for explosion inside. And this vehicle has a floating shape. You can see it here. So it is possible. It's possible to cross rivers and other waters without bridges. And nowadays, in Ukrainian army, mostly British, American, new Australian, German vehicles that replace it with this junk, Soviet junk. And in front of me is a howitzer, self-propelled howitzer, Star S. It has caliber 152 millimeters, unlike NATO standard 155 millimeters. So, because of projectiles are not exchangeable, we experienced some deficiency of projectiles for these howitzers. But nowadays we use French, Czech self-propelled howitzer. I try to recollect their names. Caesar, it is French, and Czech howitzer just help me. I forgot its name. Greetings from Belgium. Hello, Belgium. Hello, my friends, and also hello, non-friends. Because I welcome on my stream everyone, friends, non-friends, and any people who is interested in life in Kyiv and Ukraine during this crazy, bloody war. For me, war began 12 years ago, because I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, and my native city is Donetsk, and Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014. They started from occupation of Crimea, our peninsula at Black Sea, and Donetsk and Lugansk districts. Hey, where are your friends? Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Because we need support. We need support because Russia is a huge country with practically unlimited natural resources, rivers, territory, and everything. They should be very rich, thriving country, and maybe richer than Arabia Saudi, and but they chosen not spend money for their development, but for destruction of their neighbor. Here is in front of me, it's not fighting vehicle, it is command and staff vehicle, not for hedge hoppers, but for guiding battlefields. And here, yellow one, you can see harvesting combine. It was donated to Ukraine from Howard Buffett's foundation. Howard Buffett is an American businessman and philanthrope. He helped a lot of for Ukrainians, and he donated, maybe it is not only one harvesting combine, but as you can see, it was destroyed by Russians in Kherson district. Kherson district is in the south of Ukraine, and you can see that this harvesting combine was destroyed by drones. Free Palestine. If you want to message something like that, I am not against it, but my main topic of my stream is the situation in Ukraine, and you can see Ukrainians, but Palestine is also a hot topic, but it is so far from me, and it is a long-lasting conflict, and it has absolutely different roots. But Ukraine is an independent country with its own territory that's recognized by practically all countries around the world. And Russia recognized Ukrainian territory and everything that was in Ukraine. They absolutely recognized our borders, and we signed maybe 100 of some conventions, some agreements, but Russia broke all these agreements and started unprovoked war 12 years ago. Free Ukraine forever. Thank you, Belgium. Trains drone pilots to best control these produced in factories. Yeah, thank you. So most of our countries in the European Union are our allies, or anyway they neutral countries, but not all of them. So you know about Hungary, and it's a crazy president, maybe not president, but prime minister. He took Russian side, and he's also Putin ally. And the people who support Russia, they support killings and genocide in Ukraine. You know that last summer they tried to destroy our energy system, our thermal and electricity generation stations, and partly they succeeded in it, because of for several days, I will speak for myself, and for several days during severe frosts we were without heating, and temperature in my apartment was about 10 and 20 degrees. Fortunately above zero, but many live in apartment buildings in Kyiv are still without heating. It is terrible. I don't know from countries you are, so I know just people from Australia, from Belgium, and can you imagine that I know that temperature in your countries is around zero in winter, maybe it depends on location, but can you imagine that temperature in your apartment is 10 or 5? It is absolutely unlivable conditions, and how you can call another than genocide. Decommunization. So Ukraine was decommunized after not 100%, because of many people, especially people of my generation, old generation, that were born and raised in Soviet Union. They continue to live to dwell on the past, because of they were young in times of Soviet Union. They were happy, because of people in young age are all happy, even during war. And especially after influence of Russian and Soviet propaganda, they keep be on side of Russia, and they recollect Soviet Union with nostalgia. Well, guys, this is a drone This is infamous drone. It is unmanned airborne vehicle, and Russia started to attack us with drones like this in August or maybe September of 2022. And first drones were Iran-made. Iran-made, and a bit later, Iran passed technology to Russia, and I think they kept supplying Russia with parts and components for assembling these drones up to 1 week ago. Because of 1 week ago, it was previous Sunday, I think, attacks on Iran started, and I hope, I cross my fingers that Iranian factories that produce drones were destroyed, because if it is a very formidable weapon, and it has a warhead with 50 kilos of TNT or TNT-like explosives, and they create atmosphere of terror and fear here. But nowadays we just got accustomed to drones like this. Despite of the sound they produce during their flight. You obviously watched some reels about flight of drones, and can you imagine that Russia launches hundreds of drones like this, and they have range more than 1,000 kilometers. So they launch drones from rear of Russia to rear of Ukraine. They practically not used at front line, and drones like this attack rear of Ukraine, and they try to destroy our energy system and some other industrial objects, and living apartment buildings, and also hospitals, kindergartens, schools, and everything. So Russia is a monster. It is a crazy monster, and they wage this war against all Ukrainians, independently from their age, nationality, language they speak, and they killed a lot of Ukrainians. How many Ukrainians they killed during this war, really no one knows, because they keep secrets about Ukrainian victims. And I know exactly that Russia kills 1,500,000 of their own citizens. Tel Aviv go boom, but they won't show it in 48 countries. Yes, monstrous and cruel have never been achieved. We don't want no war. Yeah, we don't want war. Excuse me, guys. There are too much comments and maybe replicas and questions, but I physically cannot not only give you answer, but sometimes I'm have no time to read all of them. And please send me private messages on one of my channels. I have 2 channels on YouTube, and also I'm active on Facebook and Instagram, so you can easily find me on these social networks, because of now I told you that it is impossible to read your all comments. Thank you for that, and also thank you for your likes. for being with me. Thank you, and also for your subscriptions. No one wants war. I think Russians don't war also, but they stuck in this war due to Putin and propaganda. And they don't want war, but they also don't want to stop war. It is easy for Russians to stop this war. It is just go home and that's all. It's now it is spring. It is time to sieve, to plant crops and to build new roads and buildings and everything. But Russia chosen other way. They decided to spend all their budget for destruction of Ukraine. Yes, maybe it is Shahid 136, but I will show you Gerani. Gerani, it is in Slavic language, in Russian. Gerani, it is kind of a flower, but I'm not sure that this drone was made in Russia. Maybe it was just assembled in Russia, but parts and components for this drone were produced in Iran. For those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov and I'm Kyiv guide and I'm resident. Sometimes my stream is interrupted, sorry for that, but we have not stable internet here, and in other parts of Ukraine, in some parts of Ukraine, we have not internet at all. But before full-scale invasion, I was guided to Chernobyl exclusion zone area where there are no permanent residents, and even there, forestry and abandoned area, we had very nice, super internet on the whole territory. Prosecuted for stealing hundreds of millions of dollars. Hello, hello, Russians, hello. So please comment your own government. Your governments are thieves and they just bloody monsters. Please comment comment your own government. Ukraine is independent country, and what is going here, I not mentioned to this war. It's our private business. Mind your own business. Timur Medic, excuse me, he's our citizen, and I recognize that in Ukraine is corruption, but Russia is country that based on corruption, and it is war monger and destroyer and occupier. So please comment actions of your government, not Ukrainian. We know what to do. We just go home and we'll fix everything. We know how to do it, and European Union is on our side, and they will help us to restore our country and make it a nice place for living. But Russia will never a normal country, because of it is medieval country, medieval savages. That's all. Please comment this, not my country. Just tell me, Mr. Russian troll, just tell me what for reason did you invade Ukraine, and what are you doing here? And what for you kill Russian-speaking people, and Why you kill your own citizens? Please do a favor for me and tell me about this. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe you have any explanation about your staying here in Ukraine. I want to move to Luxembourg. Well, it's your business. Ukrainians have opportunity to travel around around the world, and especially we can visit European countries without any problems with our passport, and we feel free to visit any countries. But Russia is a outcast country, and they cannot. They are persons non grata in many countries of the world. Let's talk about it. America is a separate topic, and especially after Trump swept to power, took his office because of America in face of Trump and Trump government. They are allies of Putin, so it is difficult for me to comment our relationships with America, but I still consider America as a democratic country, and I don't associate Trump and Americans. Maybe the situation will be better after coming elections to Congress. I think it is one only way to put Trump aside, because the Ukraine battalion Tornado 100 millions. I was trained of your messages, but I told you that it is quite complex for me to follow your messages due to big number of your comments, and thank you for that. Well, guys, for those who is new on my channel, you are in Kyiv. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I am Kyiv guide, and before full-scale invasion I was guide to Chernobyl exclusion zone, and it was a dream job for me, but Putin took this job from me because of after full-scale invasion to Ukraine in 2022, Chernobyl exclusion zone became off-limit zone, and it was closed for ordinary tourists. Because of right sector, it is some rubbish, some nonsense. Some people, I think they are from Russia, or maybe Russia supporters. They don't understand. They don't understand anything. It's their job is to send me some message, some offensive message, or some nonsense. In particular, someone is commenting because of a right sector. Right sector, it is Ukrainian patriotic unit, and it is Ukrainian business, not Russian business. Especially they started their propaganda from some our patriotic units, and including Tornado and Azov. And Azov is Ukrainian units formed from residents of Mariupol and Berdyansk city, that is 50 kilometers approximately from Mariupol, and they were stigmatized as some bandits. But no, bandit is Russia, because of Russia is a destroyer. Russia is a terrorist country, and they occupied 90% of Ukraine for 12 years. It is very weak country. Russia is a weak country. They is not able to fight to occupy more of Ukrainian territories because of we defend our homes, we defend our land. But what Russians do here, they cannot explain. They can speak only with some mottos, with some stencils. Well, guys, in front of me is Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. It was built just right before Second World War, and it was built for Central Committee of Communist Party of Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. And you obviously know that Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union, huge country that consisted of 15 republics. And after collapse of Soviet Union in 1991, 15 independent countries emerged on the map of our planet. And Russia and Ukraine were, including Russia and Ukraine. And Ukraine and Russia are new countries, and they independent countries, and Russia recognized many countries of the world, and United Nations organization recognized Ukraine as independent state, but Russia broke all agreements, all treaties between Russia and Ukraine in 1914, and they annexed our Crimea Peninsula and other parts of Ukraine, and they started their invasion under false pretext that they want to return their ancestral territories. But you know, for last 50 years on the map of our planet, about 100, maybe 80 new countries appeared, and Ukraine and Russia were among them. So all their pretenses, it's just propaganda and fake. In front of me is a tactical ballistic missile .U, Soviet Union designed, and its length is 6 and something meters, and its warhead is 50 kilos, 500 kilos of TNT or TNT-like explosives, and also missiles like this are able to be equipped with a nuclear warhead. And here you can see just part of full-length missile, and it is just engine. And if you follow Ukrainian events, you may remember attack on Kramatorsk railway station in April of 2022 during evacuation locals to the west, and as a result of that attack, about 60 passengers and evacuees were killed on the railway station in Kramatorsk. It is also information about Kramatorsk, and about 200 civilians were killed during that bloody attack. And in front of me also eyewitness of Russian invasion, but this missile was launched on people in eastern part of Ukraine, and these cars, this one and that one, are from Bucha, and residents of Bucha tried to escape Russian invasion, and as you can see, it was not successful. But fortunately, thankfully, all passengers of these two cars survived, but they were heavily wounded and sent to Germany for treatment. Some Russian troll tells, "Don't tell bullshit." I don't know. Maybe you don't understand English, but will you explain me why you consider my words as bullshit? I visited Bucha for many times, maybe, I don't know how, maybe 50, maybe 30 times, and I saw all destructions and battlefields and exploded bridges in Bucha and Irpin. And during Russian 1 month occupation, they killed a bit more than 1,500 local residents. Mr. Troll, can you explain me these facts? And Russian official propaganda told that it was Hollywood staged battle and atrocities. No, guys, I visited that place and I spoke to locals, and they shared with me their memories about this terrible month in March, in the end of February, and in March of 2022. North Korea needs own help. It's a good North Korea wants to help. North Korea. I don't know what do you mean. Why North Korea wants to help? Yeah, I think, but it is business of their own residents. But it is the worst place in the world, as I see. But Russia is on their own way to North Korea. And situation is getting worse in Russia every day. Every day they issue some idiotic laws that limit people's activity, and Russian economy is not in ruin, but it is on the verge of ruining. Well, guys, now in front of me is a Russian personnel carrier. It also was destroyed during first stage of invasion. I'm stressing that during first stage of invasion, full-scale invasion in 2022, because of Russia launched their invasion, they unleashed war. This war in 2014. They started occupation Crimea and Donetsk and Lugansk districts. The worst place in the world is Ukraine. Oh yeah. Okay. I just comment in some comments of John Johnson Rue. Oh, Rue, yeah, it is clear why. Yes, it is not the best place in the world, not the safest place in the world for the time being. But I don't know when, maybe in 1 month, maybe in 1 year, Russia will be the worst place in the world. And if someone is going to visit Russia, think twice before visiting Russia, because in Russia you will not feel safe, because of Russia is enemy for any sane people. they recognize only slaves, mute slaves. What do you think about Poland? What I think about Poland? Poland is our ally. They are our brothers. There. So what else can I think about Poland? And thank you to Polish for um, giving shelter to many of Ukrainians after Russian invasion. Well, guys, it is Mikhailivsky Monastery, and so now we're heading to Memorial Wall. It is on distance. This memorial wall commemorating our fallen soldiers, and you will see evidence that the current war, started in 2014, and you will see photographs of the first fallen soldiers. Moscow is looking okay. Yeah, for the time being, Moscow is looking okay, because for Moscow, it is not Russia. Moscow is state inside of state. All money from distant areas of Russia flow to Moscow, and the same, or maybe nearly the same, about St. Petersburg. And by the way, guys, did you know that St. Petersburg was a Swedish territory? And if full of delirious Russian mindsets, Sweden should fight back their territory, isn't it? Well, guys, you can see dates of death of these guys, our defenders. 2014. So it was very beginning of a Russian invasion, and full-scale invasion they unleashed in 2022, and they started attacking of Ukraine from all possible directions, from previously occupied territories of Donbas, and from Crimea, from Black Sea, from Belarus, and most of vehicles that advanced to Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, they crossed Ukrainian border with Belarus. A lot of our guys gave their lives for their homes. I don't like hefty words like they fell during saving the world, saving the Ukraine. In the first turn, they protected their own homes and their own families. Unfortunately, dozens of thousands, I don't know how many exactly, Ukrainians gave their lives for their homes in this war. But I know exactly that Russia lost 1.5 million of Russian citizens on battlefields during this current war. You ever tried meal before from Ukraine? Tastes good, thank you. Peace to you and Ukraine. Looks like a nice sunny day. Morning here. Guys, for those who is new on my channel, now it's nearly 5 p.m. and all across Ukraine we have the same time. Unlike in Russia and United States, it is everywhere on territory of Ukraine is 5. Okay, I will not go there because it is very long, and instead we'll continue our stream from Maidan. Maidan is the main square of Kyiv. Maidan Незалежності or Independence Square. For those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov and I'm on Mikhailivska Square in Kyiv. Kyiv is capital of Ukraine, fighting country. And now we are next to memorial wall commemorating our fallen soldiers. And this memorial wall represents maybe just 3 or 5% of all casualties. I'll ask this man where he's from.
Days ago?
4 days ago,
Yeah.
because of I conduct tours around that area that was under occupation.
Yeah. And
So-
now they renovated the area because many people need to live there, so they renovated everything. But there are many memorials in Irpin and Bucha.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
place very well because of I've been there maybe 50 times or so.
Okay.
So
Okay. Where do you come from?
it is stream. It is okay. You're not against it?
No.
No, you don't want. No, it is okay. I'm originally from eastern part of Ukraine, from Donetsk. I'm refugee from Donetsk, and for the last time I saw my home 11 and a half years ago.
Okay.
So now I'm guide and I conduct tours around Kyiv district and maybe other places.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Yagidna, village of Yagidna?
No.
It is in Chernigiv district. It is the place where occupiers locked all residents of the village in basement of local school,
Okay.
and they kept them there for 1 month, and many people died.
Yeah.
So sometimes I go there. If you want, maybe. Are you journalist or just visitor?
Just a visitor because I have friends in Ukraine, so I wanted to visit them to support them.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I take interviews of my friends, so when I come back in France, I will make a video to show the situation there. Because in France,
It is very important for us because people from many countries don't know much about events in Ukraine.
and that's why I came here to talk about that in France when I come back. But I'm not a journalist. I'm just
You just
I do my
just
stuff alone.
soul traveler.
Yeah,
Soul
exactly.
traveler. Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe he wants maybe travel more. So please just take photos of my
The card here.
telephone. Is my card. Can you take photos of this? What is your name?
Nicolas.
Nicolas.
And
Nice to meet. I am Sergey.
Sergey.
Yeah,
Nice to
I'm
meet you, Sergey.
Nice to meet you. So, if you have some idea, I can give you some tour around Kyiv district, maybe Chernigiv district.
Yeah, I leave Ukraine on Sunday, unfortunately.
Saturday.
This Sunday.
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 So
And, I
today is only Friday.
Yeah, only Saturday, only tomorrow left. But tomorrow I see friends. A friend come from Lviv to meet me, and
yes.
we will visit together
Okay.
a bit.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
for your guts to visit
Thank you.
Ukraine. Yeah. So a couple minutes ago, I interviewed some guests from France. Some people outside of Ukraine have guts to visit our war-torn country. It is very important for us. First of all, it is understanding of other countries' representatives that it is not Russian-Ukrainian war. It is insidious attack of a nuclear monster that's 28 times bigger than Ukraine, and it's a very militarized country, Russia, on independent and peaceful country. You ever tried kefir milk before from Ukraine? Peace to you and Ukraine. Looks like a nice sunny day. Yeah, guys. Today is nice sunny day, and the day is coming to an end. It is 5. It is 5 p.m. now, and now let's tell goodbye to Mikhailivska Square and open air exhibition of Russian military vehicles. And now we're heading to Maidan Незалежності, or Independence Square, and also you will be able to see the central street of Kyiv, Хрещатик. Thank you for being with me. Thank you very much. Weather is very nice today, and just 3 weeks ago temperature outside was 22 below zero, and in some apartments temperature was 10 and even lower. Fortunately above zero, due to the fact that Russia destroyed a lot of our thermal stations. This is Mikhailivska Street, and in 10 minutes, approximately 10 minutes, we'll be at Maidan Незалежності, or Independence Square. Thank you for your likes and thank you for your subscriptions. Our friends, friend of Ukraine, help our soldiers at front line, but please don't forget about ordinary people, because for us it is a very tough time. And for example, before Russia's full-scale invasion, I worked as a guide every day, sometimes on weekends also. But nowadays there is no job at all. So maybe 5 or 10 euros will help me to survive, because of the main article of my expenses is rental, my home, my beautiful garden, and my house and my it's too noisy. My house and my flat are in Donetsk, and I'm afraid that I will never see my mother town again, because of it is under Russian occupation. And even after our victory, people in occupied territories, maybe not all of them, but most of them were influenced Russian propaganda, and it is Russian propaganda. It is deadly weapon. It is like nuclear weapon, but unlike nuclear weapon, it destroys not flesh, not bodies of people, but minds of people. It's possible to visit Kyiv now. Yes, it is possible. There are not any limits, but I can tell you that Kyiv, I suppose it is the safest place in Ukraine, especially if you will use shelters during air attacks. Kyiv is quite far from the Russian border, and you will have maybe 20 minutes, maybe half an hour or so to go to bomb shelter. And I don't remember some victims among foreign visitors here in Kyiv. Mostly people who go to front line, they subjected to big threats, but not in Kyiv. And by the way, there are a lot of hotels and hostels here, and I think the cheapest price you can stay here it is just 20 euros per night. And we have also a lot of luxury hotels, and they have much more expensive price for staying there. This is Mikhailivska street. Вулиця Mikhailivska in Ukrainian. Вулиця is a word for street. Guys, if you wanna study Ukrainian language, you can ask me how some words sound in Ukrainian. And привіт, it is hello, Вулиця, it is for street. Street is вулиця. And Maidan is square. So many people think that Maidan it is a place in the central part of Kyiv. Yes, it is a square, it is a площа, Maidan, but it is a common word for square. It is just plaza, square is in Ukrainian is Maidan. Most of buildings here on this street were built in the middle of 19th century, but some buildings are absolutely new. For example, this one, it is modern office of some company. We experience blackouts here in Kyiv and all over the Ukraine, and you can encounter a lot of diesel generators of different sizes. This is one big one. Слава Україні! Героям слава! See Ukrainian flags are everywhere. This delivery man, Glover. Well guys, thank you for walking with me now. We're approaching to Maidan. Maidan is Nезалежності or Independence Square. This is entrance to underground trade mall Globus or Globe. It is warning here that during air attack you should leave that place and go to bomb shelter, and the nearest bomb shelter is metro station, which is just 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes away from here. Guys, if you like my stream, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and I promise you more walking tours around Kyiv. Maybe not only central part of Kyiv. We will visit also outskirts of Kyiv, but nowadays we still experience some places with bad internet, so I nowadays I limited only by walking tours around Kyiv city center. Well, guys, ancient Kyiv had three main entrances, and this is one of them. Holland with Ukraine, thank you very much. Thank you. We need your support. We need your support. We need any kinds of support, financial, moral support, and other kinds of support. And today I encountered several people from Holland, from Norway, those who brought us 4x4 vehicles for front line, because of lifespan of any vehicles. Civilian vehicles and armored vehicles is very short, maybe days only, sometimes weeks. Well, it is like the ancient entrance to Kyiv looks. You can see Archangel Michael on the top, and obviously it is replica, but this replica gate was erected on the very place where were ancient gates. During reconstruction of this square, remains of the gates were founded during archaeological excavations. Once again, this is Maidan Незалежності or Independence Square. We are in the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv, and please don't think that Kyiv is intact city. Many buildings, and both industrial and residential buildings, were damaged or even destroyed during Russian full-scale invasion. And invasion to Ukraine, Russia unleashed in 2014, and 4 years ago, and 4 years ago, and just a little bit more, they launched a full-scale invasion from Belarus, from previously occupied territory of Donetsk, Lugansk, and from Russian territory, from Belarus. Texas love Ukraine. We love Texas also. Thank you very much. Now we are crossing Central Street, and maybe internet will be lost for several seconds, so please stay on my stream. national flag of Ukraine. Obviously, you know its colors, but not everyone knows what these colors mean. So blue represents Ukrainian sky, and yellow is for Ukrainian field of wheat, or maybe sunflower, as you like. Guys, we made it, and now I am on the main street of Kyiv. It is a Chrestiatic street. As you can see, it is a busy street, especially in the evening. And today is the end of walking week. But walking week, it is very how to say, I forgot this word. It is very relative thing, because of we now we work any day during the week when we have a job, and also I conduct my walking tours and tours around Kyiv and Kyiv district at any day. I have not off days. Well, guys, thank you for your likes, thank you for your subscriptions, and now we are on Maidan Незалежності, or Independence Square. And now we're approaching to monuments to founders of Kyiv. Three brothers, Kyiv, Shek, Kharif, and their sister Libet. It's a beautiful monument, was erected here after Ukraine gained independence. The same about this statue, this column. It represents freedom of Ukraine. And before Soviet Union collapsed, on the place of that column was a monument to Vladimir Lenin, a crazy commie that killed dozens of millions of Russian, Soviet, and all people who resided on territory of former Soviet Union. Once again, this monument is monument to three brothers, Kyiv, Shek, Kharif, and their sister Libet. They were founders of Kyiv 1,500 years ago. So Kyiv is an ancient city with rich history, and most of buildings here on Maidan and along the street of Chrestiatic were destroyed during Second World War after German invasion. But not German invaders destroyed these buildings. Maybe Russian Soviet sabotage groups put explosives in the basement of these buildings, and they went up after German Nazis invaded and occupied Kyiv, and in Soviet Union, the Soviet government practiced Scotland strategy, and these buildings were exploded together with their residents. And now you can see all new buildings. They were built after the Second World War in 50s and 60s of the 20th century. Well, now we're approaching to people's memorial to our defenders. I bow my hat before these guys, and you can see flags, mostly flags of Ukraine, but some flags are from different countries of Europe and all over the world. Look at photo of these guys. I don't like some hefty words that they gave their lives for independence of the whole world. Yes, they gave their lives for independence of Ukraine and the whole democratic world, but in the first turn they protected their own families and their homes. There are some remains of snow and ice. Alexei Gudkov. Oh my gosh, so young people. Guys, I need your help. Please subscribe my channel, because for sometimes my streams blocked some, I don't know, maybe some Russian trolls, I don't know, maybe some YouTube algorithm, maybe they don't like video about our trouble, about this bloody war, and algorithms of YouTube, maybe they love for dancing girls and some focuses, some travels, but not this war. So I need your subscription, please. If it is not difficult for you, please subscribe my channel. For those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergei Yultov. I'm resident of Kyiv. I'm refugee from Donetsk, and now we're on Maidan, Nezalezhnosti. It is main square of Kyiv, and in front of me is a memorial dedicated to our fallen defenders, mostly from Ukraine and also from different countries of the world. So you can notice here flags, not only Ukrainian flags, but also flags from France, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia. There are a lot of trolls here on my channel, so they don't like when I tell that they are killers, they are occupiers, because of it is impossible to explain something people with washed brains by Putin and his propagandistic machine. And this is a monument to Cossack with a horse. And as you can see, there are some snow left here, despite of quite warm weather. actions of Russian trolls are predictable. But they cannot explain what they are doing here. In Ukraine. They have their huge and beautiful country, but they decided to destroy other country, peaceful, independent country of Ukraine. Well guys, for those who is new on my channel, on my stream, we are on the main street of Kyiv, Chrestiatic Street. Guys, I need your assistance. Please subscribe my channel. I wanted to show life in Ukraine and in Kyiv for as much as possible viewers. It is not traffic jam, it is just massive traffic. And in front of me is People's Memorial to our fallen defenders from Ukraine, mostly from Ukraine. Maybe 95% of flags here are Ukrainian flags, and some of them are from Japan. You can see Japanese flag over there. Japanese flag, and there are American flags here and flags from many other different countries. I absolutely agree with you, David's F8E. They have what to do in their own country, but they chosen to not to develop their life and make it beautiful and thriving. They decided to destroy Ukraine. It is impossible. It is impossible. It is undignified thing to explain actions of crazy people. So they are medieval barbarians, and it is impossible to comment this war, because of they themselves don't know, and they cannot explain what they are doing here in Ukraine. They should never have a NATO play them as a puppets, and everything would be fine. Everything would be fine if you will go home and pay us trillions of dollars or euros for the whole travel you caused here in Ukraine. It will be a solution of it will be the best outcome of this war. But you Russians, you yourself are killing your own citizens for nothing. For nothing. You will never explain what are you doing here and why Russia is an outcast country, the richest country in the world with practically unlimited number of natural resources, forests, lakes, rivers, and everything for beautiful and rich life. But you decided to invade and destroy Ukraine, and also you try to offend me. You will not be able to offend me. You already offended me, and you destroyed my home in Donetsk, and you killed a lot of my friends. So I'm not against of some exchanging some maybe offensive messages and maybe comments, but go home and let's sit next to your computer and please type everything you want, but you have nothing to do here in Ukraine. From Tucson, Arizona, all I can say is corruption is very bad. Corruption is a cancer to any country on the planet. I can be bought by any organization or any government because I have their principle. Yeah, thank you, well done. I completely with you. I hate corruption, and we know about corruption in Ukraine, and we tell about our corruption allowed by Russia. Most of Russians they tell that Ukraine is a corrupted country, but they have not right to say so, because of Russia by itself. It is corrupted. It is terrorist country. It is Russia is occupier, and they just in the word they out of its mind country. Instead of developing their own country, they destroyed. They decided to destroy Ukraine, independent country. What for? They cannot explain. See how you're ignoring and valid points about the conflict. Russians need farm land. Why take Ukraine? Farm land, minerals, and everything not important issue. Russia has unlimited number of everything, minerals, waters, seas, rivers, taiga, and everything for happy life. But they need not our territory. They are just barbarians. Barbarians. It is impossible to explain. I have no idea what they do here, and most Russians cannot explain also what they do here, because of Ukraine is independent country, and Russia and Ukraine emerged on map of our planet at the same year, 1991, and I think propaganda is a very strong thing. It is like nuclear weapon, but unlike nuclear weapon, it destroys minds of people, not bodies. Well, guys, in 10 minutes I'm going to wrap up my stream. And thank you for watching, thank you for your comments, and thank you for your likes and subscriptions. Please guys, I see I have 28 likes, so I need 2 likes more, please. Please push the like button. It is very important for me, because of maybe I will have more opportunities to spread my videos around the world, because of we need understanding roots of the Russian invasion. Maybe you will think about Ukraine more, because of because of nowadays attention of many peoples around the world attracted by the war in the Middle East. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. I try to be careful, but how to do it I don't know, because of every night Russia attack us with drones and missiles. So war in Middle East is lasting for about 1 week, and war here in Ukraine since 2014, for 12 years already, and every day we experience air attack by different kinds of missiles, ballistic missiles, guided missiles, and supersonic, hypersonic missiles, not to mention killings on the front line. Hello everyone who is new on my channel. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I'm resident of Kyiv, and now we're on the main square of Kyiv, Maidan Незалежності. You can see column with Oranta. Oranta, it is mythological protector of Ukraine and our patron. So this square was reconstructed after Ukraine gained independence, and before Soviet Union collapsed, on the place of that column was a monument to Vladimir Lenin. You know who he is. Maidan Незалежності, or Independence Square, as you like. I love Ukraine. I love Ukraine because of it is my motherland. It is my home of my birth, and I think I will die here, not abroad, because I had a lot of opportunities to escape to European countries, or maybe Canada, maybe Australia, but me and my wife, we decided to stay here in Ukraine, and we live in a probabilistic world, and I'm not sure, I don't know when the war will be finished. Maybe in 1 year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 2 days. It is absolutely unpredictable. Okay guys, now for my new viewers, I want to show you beautiful monument to founders of Kyiv. Kyiv is a very old, ancient city. It has more than 1,500 years history, and Kyiv is capital of Ukraine, the biggest European country. Territory of Ukraine is 603,000 square kilometers, and Ukraine has a length 1,300 kilometers, and it is 900 kilometers wide. And Russia is country, that's neighboring country that invaded Ukraine in 2014, has territory 28 times bigger than territory of Ukraine. Russia has everything for a happy life, but they chose another other way. They decided to destroy a neighboring country, and now it is. By the way, what is date today? It is 6th of March of 2026, and last winter was very terrible time for us because of Russia was able to destroy our thermal stations and electricity generating stations, and up to now we have blackouts, and I will speak for myself. And yesterday we had absence of electricity for 5 or 6 hours, I don't remember. And last month in February, blackouts lasted up to 12 hours, and many living apartment buildings here in Kyiv have not heating up to now. It is terrible condition. Believe me that when outside is minus 22 and in apartment temperature is 10, it is terrible. It is terrible to survive, but we did it. We survived. We survived last winter, and Russia will never break us. Will never. And what for? They want to destroy our country, and what for? They are killing Ukrainians. They cannot sanely explain. What do you think about this? Please, guys, now this present chart under my streaming will disappear, and please, if you have real questions, please send me your questions about life in Ukraine and in Kyiv. After I will upload my video on YouTube, and also you can easily find me on other platforms like Facebook, Instagram. Let's be friends, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you for that. Maidan, Незалежності, Kyiv, nearly 6. Oh, let me see. Oh yes, it's nearly 6. It is 20 to 6 in Kyiv. Thank you for watching, guys, and please subscribe my channel, and I promise to record my video, or maybe stream my video every day approximately since 3 p.m. Ukrainian time. This beautiful building is Music Academy or National Music University, and on distance is Hotel Ukraine. We have actually a lot of hotels and hostels if you wanna visit Ukraine after finalizing this war, or maybe nowadays. So please, you will be welcomed, and life here in Kyiv is safe. I would say it is safe if you will follow Ukrainian authorities' recommendations and go to shelter. And the main shelter around the Kyiv is metro, a system of metro. By the way, here underneath is one of the stations. Its name is Maidan Незалежності. So stop saying what do you don't know, why the war is happening once again. Maybe a Russian troll, maybe just this person. I cannot label this guys 48, 44 as a troll. Maybe he doesn't understand why. Stop saying that you don't know. Yes, I know. I know why this war happened, because of Russia invaded Ukraine 12 years ago. I know it exactly. So I don't understand Russians. I don't understand Russians. Why this war? Why they invaded my country? It was a big mistake. It was epic mistake for Russians, because of Ukraine is independent country, and they not invaded to some abstract country. They invaded to my own home, and I am 100% peaceful person, and they destroyed my home and my life, and they took lives of my relatives, my friends, and it is impossible to explain, because of Russia is just a terrorist country. It is unexplainable. It is unexplainable. For how can you dare 48, 44 explain what for reason some bandit killed people on dark street? What is his reason? Nothing. He's hooligan. He's terrorist without any reasons. Wanted to join NATO. So Belarus and Russia wanted to join NATO also. Just you can find this information about Russia. So maybe 20 years ago Russia wanted to join NATO also. It is not reason to destroy Russia. And Ukraine wanted to join NATO because of Russian invasion. And we wanted just to live happily and freely without Russian threat. That it was the only reason why we wanted to, and we want, and we will be member of NATO, or maybe some other bloc, because we need protection. Ukraine is a much smaller country than Russia, and we cannot cope with this nuclear monster, huge country. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I'm wrapping up my stream. Bye bye. See you tomorrow or at any time. I'm here in Kyiv, and I will stream for you, for those who is interested in life in Ukraine. Thank you. Bye.